Well, I'll be honest. I knew that this video would have to come at some point, but I just figured it would be, a couple years from now, not 5 months after buying the car. Assuming you read the title, I am selling my 1964 AMC Rambler Classic 770. Yes, I did just get it 5 months ago. Yes, I was planning on keeping it for much longer. Life happens. From the get-go, I never really knew what my plan for this car was, and honestly, it was only really recently that I even figured it out. The whole time that I had it, I kept on saying, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it long-term. I don't know what I'm going to do with it temporarily. I kept on coming up with different ideas and different plans, and it was finally recently that I decided that I knew what I wanted to do. And that was that I kind of wanted to preserve it. I didn't want to make it into some big muscle car that it wasn't. I didn't want to make it something that departed from the originality of this car. This car, in and of itself, AMC was trying to make their vehicles stand out. They were trying to make the common man's car, but also make them different. Kind of give you a bit of a distinguishability, if you will, among other car brands. Well, I like that in this car. I like the color of it. I like the way the cab looks, the way it feels. Nice cushiony seats, nice big steering wheel. A lot of different 60s features, but I really like the way this car pulls it off. I love the color. I love the way it drives. It's like nothing else that I've ever driven. And I've been in my fair share of older cars. There's something about it that I really like. So yes, like I was saying, I didn't really know what my plan for the car was. But like I said, the way that this car stood out, I just ended up deciding, you know what, I'm going to keep it original. I was going to work on it. I was going to fix it up. I was going to get it kind of looking back to its former glory. It is still in pretty good shape for the age especially. But just keep it the original AMC parts, the original AMC interior, just kind of things like that. And then plans changed. I decided I'm going to sell it. In the time that I've owned it, this car has drawn quite a bit of attention. I actually just drove it to Cars and Coffee not too far from me the other morning, and it drew quite a bit of attention. There were a lot of people asking what exactly it was because, AMXs and Javelins and Gremlins, you see a fair bit of those rebuilt, but you never really see a Rambler driving around these days. For the people that knew what it was, they thought it was super cool. They found out about the 85,000 original miles on it and thought that that was even cooler. But yeah, it has drawn its attention. At stoplights, I'll get people waving to me. At gas stations, I'll have people asking what it is, telling me it's a nice car. So-and-so had one back when I was a kid. I remember seeing those all over the road. My neighbors, my family, my friends, they've all appreciated it so far, which I've thought is pretty cool. I guess it's just the thing with owning classic cars, but this one in particular, I've noticed that at car shows that I've been to in this now, there have been all kinds of other things, but people walk up and ask about this because they don't see these. You see old Camaros, you see old Mustangs. Like I said, you don't see Ramblers. In my ownership time so far, it's been a very solid car for me. It's started up just about every single time that I've needed it to. Only times that it hasn't is when the battery ran flat. Other than that, it's started up consistently. It's ran just fine. It's only left me stranded once, and that was when I ran out of gas, so that was operator error. That's it. Other than that, it's started up, it's driven around, it's handled well. I love the way it drives. It's really smooth for what it is. It glides over bumps. Seats are cushioned, so you go over a bump, you kind of sink into them. It's great. I really do like it. When I got this car, I told myself that I was going to keep it for at least a year. Obviously, 5 months isn't a year, so I haven't even upheld my own word there. But I told myself I'd keep on to it a year, see what I think of it then, see if anything comes up at that time, if I want to get rid of it, if I want to keep it, if I want to leave the classic car world or go deeper into it, something like that. So I decided I keep on doing my own thing, keep on doing what I was doing before. I have an addiction to Facebook Marketplace, and I'm on there several times a day, most of the time at night, most of the time keeping me up from getting a full 8 hours of sleep. It's a problem, I know, I'm aware of it, I'm trying to fix it, whatever. But like I said, I'll look at things, I'll look at cars, whatever. My buddies and I all send each other marketplace listings. Well, Colby, as you've seen on the channel several times before, sent me a listing the other week that I took a look at, and I said, what's the catch? He said, I don't know. I said, that thing looks real clean, if not too good to be true. He said, that's what I was thinking too. So I said, why don't I message the guy, and if it seems legit, I'll go for it. So I send a message to the seller, say, hey, what are you doing Thursday? It's a Tuesday. He says, Thursday I'm free. Come take a look at it. So next thing you know, Thursday I'm looking at it. Thursday I like it. And there's the big reveal part 2. I bought myself another car. So I bought myself another project car, which I'm not going to reveal yet. That reveal will come in 2 weeks when the next video comes out. But there's the big news there. I actually have already been driving this around with the for sale sign up. As you can see, 1964 AMC Rambler Classic 770. 85,000 original miles, V8 engine, 3-speed automatic transmission. So if you're in the Baltimore area and you're looking for a project car, I can deliver on that. However, I am, unfortunately, very upset to get rid of this, but it's something that I have to do. If it was up to me, I'd hold on to it, but quite frankly, I don't have the storage at my house. This vehicle isn't even stored on my property. I don't want to be paying insurance for 2 vehicles that I'm not driving all the time, that I can't go out and get whenever I want. I don't want to have to keep on having that hole in my pocket, the blank amount that I took out for this car and the blank amount that I took out for this car. I don't want to have that hole in my savings account if I don't have to. I'd rather have the cash on hand for when I need it. I don't want to have to maintain 2, and this is 2 on top of my daily. So I'd be insuring 3 cars, paying for 3 cars, maintenance for 3 cars, all that. It just, while I'm trying to save and move on for my future goals, it realistically doesn't make any sense. So I am going to miss this. I have been driving it around to car shows. I've been driving it around the streets. I've been driving it to and from school and not quite work, but maybe one day. Regardless, it's been getting me a lot of attention. A lot of people have been asking what it is and where I bought it and this and that about it. And the more that people compliment it, the more upset I am to have to get rid of it. But it's just the way it's got to be. Things come and they go, but I really like what I've gotten for my next car so far. I really think that it's going to be good for the channel. It's going to be good for me. It'll be a good look. So I won't give too much of a hint at what it is. I'll say for sure, though, I've been told by Colby and his dad, Louie, who have also made appearances on the channel, that I seem to like oddball cars, and they're right with that for sure. I definitely like my strange collection of vehicles. Like I said, you don't see Ramblers anywhere. They're neat little cars, but it's an AMC Rambler at the end of the day. I mean, you don't see those anywhere. The next car is also an oddball car. Not because of the way that it is, but just the way that it's been done up. I'll give you a hint. It's my favorite American brand, Ford. And that's all you're getting. But, yeah, I think for now, I'm just going to get this cleaned up. I'm going to vacuum in the outside, or vacuum up the inside, wash down the outside, and get some pictures for the listings. So, if you want to come along and watch me do that, come on ahead. I have my handy dandy shop vac right here. I'm going to start by cleaning the inside. And with about 10 minutes worth of effort, it is now the cleanest it's been since I owned it. Gotta say, it does look a lot nicer clean. I swear I've driven this thing more now that I've decided to get rid of it than when I thought I was going to be keeping it for a while. Maybe it's because I know I'm going to miss it, but like, I don't know, I'm really starting to enjoy this car a lot more than I did. All good things must come to an end. I've taken some interior pictures, which I'll put in now, over top of my voice. I think it looks pretty good now that it's cleaned up. I think that'll definitely be a good selling point. I'm going to take it and get the exterior cleaned as well. I wanted to get the interior done first, and now I'm going to do the exterior. So I'm going to run up to the local car wash. I'm going to scrub-a-dub-dub the old car, and then get going. Look how quick that thing fires up. 61 years old. Sorry, 60. I can't do math. I'm at the car wash now. I've started washing it, but almost forgot to record. Golly, look at that thing. This has not been this clean the entire time that I've owned this car. Honestly, if it was this clean when I went to go look at it, I would have paid more. I would have been happy to pay more. This thing... I mean, granted, you can see the trunk's still a bit stained, but, like, come on. It's glistening. Its light's hitting it right. Sun's slowly going down. Yeah, speaking of the sun going down, though, I do have to beat the sunlight. I'm trying to get some pictures of this tonight so I can get it up on Marketplace. Let's go get those pictures. How well you can see it, there's a little puddle of water down there, so I will definitely have to clean this out. Door seals did not hold. I know they're not waterproof, but I did want to get this clean, so let's go get some pictures. I've made it to a park where I'm going to get some pictures, so I'll take those now. On that note, I'm done taking pictures, inside and out. I'm done getting her all cleaned up, and I've given you all the announcement that she's going to be going on her merry way. I'm going to post it for sale probably tonight, tomorrow night, sometime this week. It's Tuesday tonight, so I don't know when I'm going to have the chance to do that. Hopefully soon. I'm hoping it sells quick because, like I said, I don't want to have to keep on insuring 2 vehicles, and I'd like the cash sooner rather than later, and just to have it off my mind. If I had the place, I'd store it and keep it, but unfortunately, like I said, that's not really in the works. So I'll give you the grand reveal of what's coming next week, 2 weeks, something like that. Posting this on a Friday. I think 2 Fridays from now I'm going to release that, so keep an eye out for that. It'll be something pretty cool. So that's all for now. Thank you for watching. If you haven't checked out some of the other Rambler videos, be sure to check them out. I'll throw them right here. And yeah, that's all I got for now. Thank you for watching. Be sure to check out some of the other videos, subscribe, and peace.